According to Google, 53% of visits are abandoned if a mobile site takes longer than 3 seconds to load. That's why it's so essential to have a business website that loads under 1 second and has a good page speed score in Google Pagespeed Insights. In this website, I'll show you 5 WordPress caching plugins that will help you boost your page speed to get it above 90 plus and have your website loading under 1 second. There are some caching features that I look for in these plugins. It needs to have a cache for caching your pages, maybe a browser cache. It should be able to lazy load images and videos. So they are delayed and your page first loads and the image videos which are having larger size can load later on when they come into the viewport. Does the caching plugin provide file optimization? Does it have gzip compression? Does it have HTML, CSS, JavaScript minify? Can it delay the loading of the JavaScript? This is especially useful if you have analytics or ads, so it won't slow down your website. The first thing it will do is load all the content and then later on it can load the essential JavaScript. Does the caching plugin have feature of preload? It can preload links to external, internal website. It can have preload of links, whether to external websites or some internal links. Can it preload some fonts? Is it possible that this caching plugin can host some files locally? So third-party files like Google Analytics files or font files. Can it make a local copy and then load it locally, making it faster? Does the caching plugin have integration with a CDN, which will help boost the speed even further? How easy is it to use this caching plugin? To set up and use this caching plugin, set up all the settings, how easy is it to do that? And finally, the pricing. There are features which are included in the premium version in case you want to upgrade. So how reasonable is the pricing? We look at all these features when checking out these caching plugins. First plugin we look at is called Breeze. This is a free plugin provided by Cloudways. So it's considered a hassle-free WordPress cache plugin at zero expense. And there are 300,000 plus active installs of this plugin. Now with this plugin, you get the caching feature for your page as well as browser caching. You have the option to lazy load images and videos. There is file optimization with gzip compression, HTML, CSS, JavaScript minify. Even you can delay the JavaScript loading. It does have preloading as well of the fonts and links. It is possible to host files locally such as the analytics files and the font files. It does have CDN integration as well. I find it easy enough to use. That's why I given it 4 out of 5. The best thing about Breeze is it's completely free. There is no premium version. It's only the free version that is available and it has all of these features available for you. Once you have installed the Breeze plugin, you will see this Breeze option in the settings of your WordPress dashboard. You get all of these options: basic option, file optimization, preload, advanced option, CDN. You have your cache system, which is your loading of pages. You have gzip compression. You get the browser cache, lazy loading of images and videos. With the file optimization, you get HTML, CSS, JavaScript minify, even the delayed loading of JavaScripts. In the preload options, you can preload your web fonts and links. In the advanced options, you can have post files locally. Your Google font, Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, Gravatar files, you can have them locally hosted. So it will give a boost to your speed. It doesn't have to go to a third-party website for loading it. So a lot of options, and I really like Breeze. Whenever I want to use a free caching plugin, Breeze is my choice. The next caching plugin we look at is WP Rocket, which is a premium plugin. You only have the premium version in this. No free version is available. So it's a very powerful solution to boost your loading time and improve your page speed. And there are 3+ million active installations of WP Rocket. With WP Rocket, you get the caching of your page and browser caching. You get lazy loading of images and videos. You have file optimization with gzip, HTML, CSS, JS minify, even the delaying and deferring of JavaScript. There is option to preload your files, fonts, links. You cannot host files locally. I don't see any option to host like Google Analytics or font file locally. There is CDN integration. In fact, the CDN integration is very easy if you have Cloudflare because it's included in that. WP Rocket is easy to use. It has its own wizard for setup. It only has a premium version like I mentioned, and you will be paying $59 per year for a single website. Once you have installed WP Rocket on your WordPress website, you have this option in settings, WP Rocket. On the left side, you see all the settings possible with dashboard, cache, file optimization, media, preload. Very easy and simple interface to use. In the cache, you have your own caching of pages. You can have a mobile cache separately if you want. What is the lifespan of the cache? With file optimization, you have the option of this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, minify option, as well as default loading of JavaScript. In media, you have the option to lazy load the images and videos. I also like this feature where you can specify image dimension. You can upload images and it will automatically add the missing image dimensions. In the preload option, you can preload your fonts, filings. You can have your CDN integration for any CDN. If you have Cloudflare, it already has an add-on. The next caching plugin we look at is W3 Total Cache. It speeds up WordPress websites and ranks higher on Google. And there are 1+ million active installations of W3 Total Cache. With the free version, you get cache of your page and browser. You have lazy load images and videos also available. There is file optimization. In the free version, you have file optimization of gzip, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, minify. But if you want to have JavaScript delaying option, you need a premium version. The preload option is also available only in the premium version where you can preload fonts, links. There is no option in either free or premium version to host file locally for your Google Analytics and fonts. There is CDN integration included. I don't find W3 Total Cache very easy to use. There is some learning curve. For pricing, you will be paying $99 per year for one site. Once you have installed W3 Total Cache, you will see this performance option. A lot of settings are available. You can see all these tabs available. A lot of customization options are available. That's why you need a bit of learning curve with W3 Total Cache. But it includes all the stuff like page cache, minifying your HTML, JavaScript, CSS. It includes the browser cache. You can set up your CDN with it. Can lazy load your images. Something like delaying scripts or preload, they are available in the premium version. The next caching plugin we look at is WP Optimize, which is an all-in-one WordPress plugin that cleans your database, compresses your images and caches your website. And there are 1+ million active installations on WordPress. Now with WP Optimize, you get caching, but only the page caching in the free version. There are lazy loading of images and videos, but in the premium version. In the free version, only the compression of images is available. You have the option of file optimization with gzip, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, minify and delink JavaScript. For preload, yes, it does preload pages, but only your links. For preloading fonts, you will need a premium version. There is no option to host files locally, such as your analytics or font files. I could not find any CDN integration available in it. It's very easy to set up and use WP Optimize. That's why I gave it a 4 out of 5. And for pricing, you will be paying $49 per year for the premium version for 2 sites. Once installed, you will see this WP Optimize in your WordPress dashboard. It also has option to optimize your database. In the images, you can have the compression of images, but if you want lazy load images, you will need the premium version. There is page caching available. There is option to preload your links. For fonts, you'll need a premium version. There is gzip compression available. Minify option is also available. The last caching plugin that we look at is Auto Optimize, which speeds up your website by optimizing JavaScript, CSS, images, Google Fonts, and it has 1+ million active installations. With Auto Optimize, you'll need a premium version if you want caching of your page and browser. The lazy loading of images and videos is available, but you will need a separate plugin for the videos. In file optimization, you have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, minify, delay JavaScript, but there is no gzip compression available. There is no preload option of your fonts and links. With this, there is no option to host file locally. There is CDN integration available. It's very easy to install and configure Auto Optimize. That's why I gave it 4 out of 5. And you'll be paying $79 per year for one site. Once installed on your WordPress website, you see it in the settings option as Auto Optimize. Here you have your optimization of JavaScript, CSS, HTML. You can have lazy loading of images. For videos, you'll need a separate plugin. There is no option for page and browser caching in the free version. So very limited option, but that's what makes it easy to set up and use. So my favorite caching plugins are Breeze and WP Rocket. So I use Breeze whenever I have my test websites or case study websites or beginner websites and I want a free version of a caching plugin. I use Breeze because it has a lot of options built in. If I'm working on a production website or a website where I actually have a business, I use WP Rocket, which works really great for boosting website speed. But you can pick any of these 5 caching plugins and you're good to go. Any of these will give you a good improvement in your page speed. You will find links to all of these caching plugins in the description. Now, installing a caching plugin is great and one of the must if you want to improve your page speed and get your website loading under 1 second. But there's a lot more you need to do as well. I created a video that shows you how you can get your page speed to 90 plus scores and get it loading under 1 second. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.